Oh, no, not unmute. No. Welcome on into episode 49, everybody. How's everybody out there doing tonight? Hopefully, you all are doing good. We have our special guest today that, well, it's one of those things where I was trying to figure out how can I introduce this person, and the only thing that come to mind was this person actually took a quote from a uh, store, and he never grew up. He's still playing with toys even to today. So I don't know if we would call him a Toys R Us kid or a fun toy man in kids. I
That's a
mean,
good name for a shop.
you know,
Yeah.
we'll just go with it, right? But now,
Okay.
welcome on in with our special guest, Mr. Fun Toy Man. Like I said, hopefully everybody's having a good night out there tonight. We're going to learn a lot of interesting things about a man that plays with toys. I envy him because, I mean, none of us want to grow up. We're all kids at heart, right?
Right.
But anyways, thanks for being here, Fun Toy Man. We know you've got a interesting life that you live, and you do a lot of interesting stuff, or at least we think you do interesting stuff. But we'll find
It's
out.
the line I give.
Oh, you, you are
It's to
not
make people
right.
think that I'm interesting. See, that's the key.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll leave it at that. How's that? But anyways, we're gonna get it started. So, who are you, and how did you come up with your stream name?
Okay, so I am Jerry, also known as Fun Toy Man. I've been Fun Toy Man since 1999. My first wife and I used to be in the eBay business, and when I started my eBay business, I dealt in a lot of antique and collectible toys. So I called myself Fun Toy Man because I like the fun toys. And I've just been Fun Toy Man ever since, and I kind of carried it over into my gaming life, and so I like collectible toys, as you can see in the background. I've got one or two. Um, in my shop, I have a Hot Wheel or two. I've got like 20,000 Hot Wheels. So, and I've been dealing in Hot Wheels since 1997. So just lots and lots of different stuff, lots of different toys. Um, and I've just been Fun Toy Man ever since. Plus, it's a nice play on words when you're playing in an adult setting.
So, in other words, you're telling us you got more toys than common sense.
Absolutely, more toys than
Got
common
you.
sense.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't have
need to
any
do that.
common sense, but I have a few toys.
And also, chat. I'm going to say this now because I put a smile on his face earlier while we were behind the scenes getting ready. But if you look over his shoulder on his wall, it says "Follow Fun Toy Man." I mean, that's the most shameless plug I've ever seen. It's good though.
You know, there should be a link in there someplace.
That's right.
I'm close to 800, I think. I think we're almost hitting 800 anyway.
Nice. All right, sis. Number two.
So, what got you into streaming, gaming, and toys?
Well, let's see. Streaming, it's a combination. There were three people that were involved with my jumping into streaming. Gaming, gaming is something I've kind of done off and on because I'm a computer technician and I own Razorback Computers in Northwest Arkansas. And so we've played games off and on through the years. I started out in Minecraft, and Laser Larry, which I don't know if he'll jump into the stream or not, but Laser Larry actually um, got me into 7 Days to Die. So he bought my first copy of 7 Days to Die for me when I went to work with him at the hospital, and we've been playing 7 Days to Die ever since. And I think that was Alpha 16. So
Oh, nice.
before that I played Minecraft, and before that I played a little. I never really got into the run and gun games, but Black Hawk Down was kind of fun because I could be a sniper and I could go sit on the outskirts of the map and snipe people on the inside of the map. So that was kind of fun. But that was really the only video game I ever got into before that. And then so I was playing with Laser Larry, and then one day stepson was over at the house, and he's AR Hillbilly. So some people they know he pops into my stream sometimes. I let him take over my stream one night. I had an emergency I had to run to, so he jumped in and took my place. Um, but he was over at my house, and him and my wife were sitting on the couch, and he was talking about how he was going to start streaming, and he mentioned to his mother that, well, you can make money streaming, and she looked up at me and she goes, "You can make money streaming?" I said, "Well, yes, it's a possibility," and she goes, "Well, if you can make money streaming, then why don't you stream?" And I said, "Well, because if you stream, you have to be dedicated. You got to set a schedule and keep the schedule to the best of your ability and things like that." So she goes, "Well, I don't think that's a problem. If you're going to game anyway, you might as well be making money while you're gaming." I was like, "Fine, I can make that happen." And so my brother-in-law, he was like, he had been trying to talk me into it for a while. And so it was kind of like just like a mixing pot of all circumstances coming together at the right time. And then next thing you know, I'm streaming, and he hooked me up with PB Mac, and so I started working for the man. That was a job. I couldn't be as successful as I am without PB Mac.
There you
So
go.
he's the bomb diggity.
He definitely is. I'll have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And again, welcome on in everybody in chat. We see some new faces out there. Remember throughout the night, keep all comments and everything towards the guest. It's not anybody else. We're here for the guest. We're learning a lot about them. Also, remember that we are doing a game giveaway at the end of the session, so make sure you are here, you're present. Um, Deadite will be taking names throughout the night, and when we get down to the game giveaway, if your name's called, make sure you speak up. You'll win a game copy from Mr. Sarkoff. You'll go over to his Discord. You will go into his claims channel, let them know that you won it on the Nameless Family Quickcast, and they'll get your key out to you. So definitely make sure you're here at the end. So, the next question for you. What do you think of the Nameless Family, and what does it mean to you?
Well, Nameless Family was the first family I was inducted into, and I love the Nameless Family. You guys are an absolute wonderful family. From everything I've experienced, um, we're all about helping each other. You personally helped me out in the beginning, Corbulus. You and Reclining Gamer helped me with some of my conflicts and problems I was having one night when Brandon was already asleep. And so, I mean, it's a community of it's. I feel like we're one big family, and that's why we're called family. So, um, you help us be. We help each other to be successful. We spend time in each other's channels and lifting each other up, and I think that's an important thing to be when you're doing streaming and trying to help others grow. So, and
Yeah.
I like to think that Nameless Family is extremely successful at it.
Oh, we try to be.
From my
It's
viewpoint, anyway. It's you're gonna have people who complain. You can't please all the people all the time. So,
exactly,
but
exactly.
it is what it is.
Right. All right, number 4, sis.
What is your favorite memory from gaming, streaming, or from one of the collectibles behind you?
Oh, my favorite memory. Hmm. Well, boy, that's a tough one. Um, let's see. Um, some of my favorite fun times is when me and Sarkoth are going at it. I would have to say that those are some of my favorite memories of when, which has just been recently. We were doing the battles where who could kill who, and he's very good at it, very successful at killing me repeatedly. So for those of you who are out there listening, when Sarkov's button jumps back over to 7 Days to Die, I'm happy to figure something out as a reward. Which he's always got all these rewards and systems. But those are probably some of my funnest times. I love it when Sarkov jumps in and comes over and spends time in my channel and encourages all of his people to spend time in my channel and raid me and kill me and just have a lot of fun. So those are some of my best memories, I think, so far.
All right. What are your hopes or aspirations for your stream when you started?
Hmm. That's a good question. I really didn't think about it so much when I started. Um, but as time went on, just the opportunity to get to know more people and help people, because there's a lot of people who they want to use this as an opportunity um, to excel in life, and some people are, you know, there's a lot of people that don't use cams and things like that, and I won't call anybody out for it, but it's because they're introverts, but they streaming allows them to kind of touch the world without letting so many people in to see them for who they really are, but you still get a glimpse of who they are, even though they don't have a webcam and things like that. And I think that that is a great thing about streaming. And so I guess for me, I would probably say that I enjoy helping other people and using the opportunity to get to know and make more friends. I'm a friendly guy for the most part. So I'm one of those guys that I'm always great to have as your friend until you piss me off and I'm not your friend anymore. So, but that's how I
Note
see it.
note to self: don't make fun toy man. Got it. But and it's like you said, a lot of times, when we're streaming, sometimes we use the old saying, you put a mask on.
Yeah,
We portray ourselves. Some portray themselves a little different than what they would be in the real world, and I think it's an avenue that kind of goes both ways, both for the streamer and for the viewers. We kind of feed off of each other, right? So if we're having down days or whatever it could be, we just kind of feed off of each other.
I agree. I like to think that I think that anybody that truly knows me knows that I'm the same no matter what. In my first relationship with my first wife, I was one of those guys that acted one way when she was around and acted another way when she wasn't. And I've tried to make a mental note to not be that guy anymore. So it doesn't matter to me who's in a room. I can't work for corporate America, unfortunately, because I have a tendency of saying exactly what's on my mind, and I'll piss somebody off and not care. So, but at the same time, there's benefits that come along with being that guy, and the benefits are as a friend, I'll never talk shit about you behind your back. I get a better pleasure out of telling you to your face and watching the expression on your face. So shock and awe.
Best way to be.
So
All right, number 6, and here's one of the questions that we told you that could have multiple answers. So
okay.
1 second. Ah, blessed it.
they're coming in so fast on her, she can't keep up.
No, I accidentally clicked something when I was trying to copy. Blah, ba, 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 ba. One of the loaded questions. So, who is your favorite streamer? And you can have more than one.
Well, that's good because that's a tough one because I've got a small handful of favorite streamers. Sarkoth is obviously at the top of my list. I mean, he's entertaining, he's funny. He's got a good sense of humor and a good personality for streaming. He's got multiple facets of his personality that kind of plays into each game he plays, which is I think is very entertaining in my opinion because some people are just cut and dry. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Who else? Love Shack is amazing. Um, Damn Straight's awesome. Laser Larry is a very good entertainer. Um, let's see. Who are some of my favorites to watch? Uncle Sam I Am. There's just so many. I can't narrow it down to just a few. I mean, I get sucked into Red Dirt Ranch when he's playing when he's shooting guns, not driving tractors. I don't get sucked into the driving tractors.
think your approval rating just went up with Sarkov right there.
Nepsim
It started
2022.
going this way, but then you changed it.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the guy. He's very entertaining. PB Mac, I get sucked into PB Mac, and he's playing my game. And I'll just sit there and and I get sucked into the game, which is really good, which is cool. But I don't know. There's just I love all the people that I try to spend as much time as I can with the different people. Sweet let's see, Sweetie Pie. She's very entertaining when she's playing Conan and stuff like that. So she's an amazing builder.
Oh, bloody tunas. I'm sorry about that.
And
Are
then
you?
God
there's
love
the people
Shaq.
that I just love. I love to actually just scare the crap out of people. There's some of my favorites, and they know who they are. Sarkov doesn't get scared to save my life. I can't say I've never scared
Okay.
Sarkov.
Yeah, I've tried to, and yeah, it doesn't work. He's like, "Oh, you didn't get me. What? How?"
I think I
It's
fixed
like
it.
So
Yeah, that was my calling card for a while there. Is like, I would never say anything in a chat room until I scared you first. So, and unfortunately, I've taught too many people to do that. So there's some people that do it to me now. So
yeah, I know I've come over a time or two. Yeah, yeah. All right. And here's another one of the loaded questions for you. And again, it could be multiple answers, but are there any people or streamers that influenced you to be the streamer you are?
Well, PB Mac for starters. I mean, PB Mac, and I strive to be a lot like Sarkoth if I can. I want to be as entertaining as he is. I mean, I don't plan on. I mean, I'm not going to make a career out of streaming. I don't plan on having. You won't be calling me cutie pie. But I do like being adventurous, and I like to think that I'm already a clown, so it's real easy to be funny. Um, uh, I don't know. I just there's there's so many different people that I've watched that I've spent time with that have been very, I don't know, influential on my streaming life. You for instance, I watched you back when you were doing different games. I've watched you play Valheim and some other games and stuff like that, and playing the group with the groups. So I just there's so many of you guys that have made a difference in who I am. I think I like to take a little bit from the different people that I enjoy watching and spend most time with, so that I can, if I see something I like in how they do something or respond or something like that, with PB Mac, for instance, I love the fact that you know he made it. He's always put up a board, for the people that raid and stuff like that. And I wanted to originally do that, but man, that's a lot of work. he puts a
It
lot of
is.
time and effort into doing that. I tried to do that, and I just couldn't keep up with it. It was a lot of work. And so, doing the Flankenbagger, he did the gravestones when he was doing Mischief Maker, and so when Twitch integration came out, I asked him if he mind if I stole his idea, and he said he was happy to let me take it. So that was one of those things. So I just there's a lot of different people. I sometimes lurk 12 to 20 channels a day when I start my day, because I've got multiple computers. Like here, I've got two computers sitting here on my desk. And then when I get to my shop, I usually have 2 to 3 computers running at the shop. So it's real easy to lurk multiple channels. And then every time I go by, I just check and see it and spend a little bit of time here, a little bit of time there. So,
Yeah, and it's like you say, a lot of us, well, that's what we do. We learn off of other streamers, and
yeah.
that's one of the things that sometimes we feel like okay, I've seen like PB Mac do something, or Sarkot do something. You're like, well, I want to try to do that, but I don't want to do it exactly how they want to do it, and you sit here and you think about it and you ponder about it, and you're like, your brain starts hurting because you're trying to figure something out, and it's one of those things.
For sure.
All right, number 8.
What is your favorite game of all time and why? And again, you can't have more than one.
My favorite game has to be 7 Days to Die. And everybody already knew that because it's the best game that's ever been created. But, you know, I enjoyed Atlas. Even though it had some glitches and conflicts, I still enjoyed Atlas. And I like Valheim. When Valheim first came out, I thought I might never go back to 7 Days to Die. But of course, since they didn't come out with any new updates that really made a difference in the game, you know, you can only play that game so many times and for so long. Where 7 Days to Die is constantly changing, and if you don't like the vanilla, you can move to a mod. If you don't like that mod, you can create your own mod. 7 Days to Die is so versatile. You can build skyscrapers out of nothing. You can dig all the way to the core of the earth. And so 7 Days to Die just has way too much versatility, even without playing PvP. And when you really get tired of just 7 Days to Die, play PvP. You know, find a good group and see if you can kill each other without cheating. So
what's your favorite modded version of 7 Days?
it's not around anymore. It was what was it? It was
Starvation?
Starvation. That was it.
No, I wouldn't know anything about that. No, no.
Starvation was the best mod that ever was. So, you know, when they first came out with the spiders and the scorpions, that was awesome. But War of the Walkers is awesome. If I'm that's what we're playing now, is we're playing War of the Walkers, and I'm loving it to a point. It's got some issues and conflicts that I'm not too happy with lately, but you know, I think we've worked through that update that came out, and we're dealing with the little glitch, and so I'm enjoying it. So most of the guys, we got about a 50-50 in our group where 50% of the people enjoy the mod and 50% of it don't. So, you know, some of them are stuck on Warzuk, which there's nothing wrong with Warzuk. I haven't played it but once, you know, maybe twice, and I don't remember there was something about it I wasn't 100% sold on, but I was ready to switch the other day when we were having conflicts with War of the Walkers. But I'll take Starvation in a heartbeat. They can bring Starvation back any day.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the 7 Day to Die communities is they're begging for Starvation to come back.
Yeah, yeah. They need to fix that mod for sure.
All right. So, what is your favorite movie or TV show, past and present?
Friends. Friends is my favorite TV show of all time, I guess, because you know it's a group of people and they've all got different personalities and stuff like that. So that was probably my favorite TV show of all time. That and Mork and Mindy. Now I'm showing my age.
I can
That was
see,
a
yeah,
good
I can see
show.
you being a Mork and Mindy fan. Yep.
Half the people are on here going, who?
Yeah.
Who's Mork and Mindy? Yeah, you know, I used to go through the drive-throughs, you know, and they always say, "Well, what's the name? What's the name?" And I'll be like, "Jerry," you know, like Jerry Lewis, only a lot funnier, better looking. See, you get that. Deadites over there going, "Who? Who the
No,
fuck's
no.
Jerry Lewis?"
I was shaking my head because I'm just like, I'm sitting here going, you know, and people don't remember or know what the Edison twins was either.
Who? No, I'm kidding. No, so now what I do is because we have a younger generation, people don't know shit about Jerry Lewis. So now because we have a younger generation, when people ask me, I say Jerry, like Ben and Jerry's, only sweeter. So.
I'm so
My
glad
wife is
I
like,
was done drinking my Red Bull.
my wife is like, every time she's sitting in the car, she's like, "Oh my god, you got lines for everything."
You got to.
Hey, I like to entertain people. I'm a firm believer that if I'm making you smile, somebody else is going to be happy later on because you're going to continue to smile when I'm done.
Exactly. Exactly. Number 10.
Well, I mean, kind of already answered it, but
Pretty much, yeah.
what's your favorite game to play and or stream?
7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I do like. I mean, I like World of Tanks. So my main games are probably World of Tanks, 7 Days to Die, and I still like Valheim and Atlas too. But I have a whole slew of games I've never even played yet. So Ray was asking me about that the other night. He was like, "Are we ever going to play some of these games? We bought this game pack. You know, we've had it over 8 months now. Are we ever going to play some of these other games?" I was like, "Yeah, which one?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. What's this Rust game?" I'm like, Rust. Dick. So I don't know. We'll see.
We don't know nothing about Rust now.
Swore I'd never touch it. Damn it,
Yeah.
Corbulus.
The word around the street now is that I've got everybody addicted to Rust, and I keep telling them I did nothing. I'm innocent. I didn't give you the crack, nothing else. It's all on you all. I have nothing to do with it.
It's only the toxic people that enjoy
I,
Rust, in my opinion.
I mean, you would have been by yourself otherwise.
Mm. We can't have Corbulus by himself.
I mean,
Go.
well,
He go
never mind.
batshit crazy then.
I'm already
He's
there.
already there.
I mean,
But he'd be on the bad side of bad shit at that point.
Oh, that's true.
well, okay, I'll accept that, I guess. All right. So, and you kind of touched on this a little bit, but what feelings do you have what feelings do you hope people have after watching your stream or when they leave your stream?
I hope that they feel like they were entertained and that their time was well spent. You know, that they might have learned something from the game that I'm playing at the time. I know that when I used to spend a lot of time watching PB Mac and stuff, I enjoy watching different people play. I used to watch games for kicks for years. When I first started playing 7 Days to Die, every time a new mod would come out or anything like that, I just go watch games for kicks so I can find out where all the hidey holes are. You know, and so I hope that I am offering people the same thing. Oh, look, there's a missing panel there. You got to break that and get that box underneath there. You know, so find something that you didn't know where it was, or see something in a POI that you didn't know was there, or things like that, and have fun and just laugh and enjoy the comedy show.
And what he's saying to y'all, Chad. I mean, that's exactly how it is when you go to the stream. I mean, if you go to his stream and you're not laughing by the time you leave, then go to Mr. Sarkoth. He's got some therapy tickets. He'll send you to a psychiatrist. We'll get you some help to break you out of whatever you're in, because if you're not laughing, then there's something wrong. And Sarkoth will help you out. So like
Yes.
I said, he's got those coupons for you.
Please see Dragonfly Dreamer or Sarkoth for the coupons for therapy sessions.
They're gonna
Wow,
kill me.
I didn't realize I could ask for a therapy session. That's awesome. I might need one after tonight.
Maybe. Oh, all right. Number 12.
So, aside from it being over, because it's only halfway over, what are you looking forward to this year or the rest of this year and possibly next year as well? Goals.
well, well, I'm approaching 800, and I don't think it'll be a problem hitting 1,000 by the end of this year. I'd like 1,000 followers, and I don't know. I don't really have any major goals. Um, every time one of those little bots pop into my channel and wants to know if I want to be famous, I keep thinking I'm already famous. I'm
Precisely.
already,
Exactly.
I'm more famous than I was 2 years ago. And here locally in Northwest Arkansas, we've got several streamers, and I get people to come in because I put my stream up on the big screen above my counter. So every day after I stream, I usually have my stream running in the background because I listen to my stream the next day. And that's how I remember where I put that box of stuff that I forgot that I couldn't carry back to my base. And so, I just I don't have any major goals. I just kind of enjoy life the way it is. and looking forward to helping somebody else. Like Brandon today, I was having some issues with sound, and I called him and I was talking, and he goes, "I don't know." I was like, "What do you mean you don't know?" He goes, "Well, you're the computer tech." He goes, "Can't you figure it out?" I was like, this is a program, damn it. You know, I don't know everything about the program. It's kind of like my camera, showing more of the room than I would have expected to show. But it's one of those things that I once I get it though, it's a piece of cake, and that I figured it out. And then just as I was talking to him, I was like, "Oh wait, this isn't open," and he goes, "Yep." And I was like, "Yeah, I see the line moving. Yeah, that fixed it." I was like, "Thanks for letting me talk to you while I figured it out."
You just had to talk it out, and you figured it out.
I do that with Larry a lot. So I used to call him once a week because I'll be doing something different that I'm not and that's exactly it. And I just want to be here for other people if they need to talk it out, or they just need to say it or type it out or something like that, and then realize themselves. Sometimes that's all you got to do.
Yep, exactly. All right, so here's another one of the questions that has the open-ended part of it. So you can shout anybody out that you want to. Nameless family, outside the family, does not matter. You can shout out 100 of them if you want to. Go for it.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Shout outs. Oh, geez. I mean, shout out. What do you mean shout out? What do you mean exactly shout out? So like,
Barkoff, Deadeye, PB
oh, I
Mac,
see. Yeah, okay. Well, geez.
anybody you want.
There's so many people. I mean, PB Mac, Sarkoth are obvious. I appreciate you, Reclining Gamer. I know Reclining Gamer's not with us anymore in Nameless Family, but he's still a great guy. Every now and then I get surprised when somebody else isn't around. You know, um, let's see, Wolf Mom, Juppy Two, Laser Larry's awesome. Um, I couldn't be here without Damn Straight. He picks up the slack when I don't have time to do something. He's my IT guy. So kind of like a counselor's got a counselor. Well, he's my guy. He's my go-to guy. He helps us with everything pretty much. He helps the group. He helps everybody. Make sure that we've always got a server to play on and everything else. So he's the bomb. Um, Let's see who else. I hate this because I feel like if I don't say somebody's name, they're gonna be like, "You didn't shout me out," and it's not like that. I love all my people and I love all my friends. The guys I play with every week are absolutely amazing. Love Shack comes and plays with us. Jumpy will play with us sometimes. The people that spend a lot of time in my stream, like Just Joel's and Just Chris, and and they're from different families. So I belong to one of the other families I belong to is, Grow Together also. And we have a lot of people that are intermixed between the two families, which I think is absolutely awesome. But belonging to too many families can definitely be a work in itself also, because it's hard to keep up with all the different chat rooms and stuff like that. But, you know, Tanamara is probably one of my biggest supporters, and she's a friend in real life. Ray, he's Death Ray 762, I think is what it is. I can't remember the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's 762. Speaking of Tanamara, hold on here. She's got a message here. I don't know what it says. Oh, that's business related. Okay. So anyway, Hattrick is awesome. He comes and hangs out. Wolf Mom comes makes sure that she doesn't miss a stream. There's just so many people. Elaine Payne comes over and visits on a regular basis. I love everybody from Nameless Family, of course. I just love the time that everybody spends here.
I keep waving as people come in.
Oh, it's okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking you're waving at me, because it's all about me tonight, is what Corbula said.
Right. It
Hell
is all
yeah.
about you. It is.
I don't know. I can't possibly name everybody. And if I've missed your name, I love you guys. Please don't think I'm missing anybody. Blazing Butterfly. You guys know Blazing Butterfly.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, Killjoy Jessica. She's not in any of the families. And I miss Diggity. Diggity, he's not able to be watching the stream tonight, but I reached out to him also recently because I was curious about him. TC says hello. Rickopolis is awesome. I love the people across the pond just as much as I love the people over here on the ground. You know, I just don't know, man. There's so many people. I couldn't run through this whole list. You know, Psycho plays with us every week. He's one of them crazy Canadians. He's the one that's always making the different impressions on the stream. So we call him Mikey. He goes, "Hey Jerry." He sounds like the Seinfeld guy. Hey Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? But my sidekick is Death Ray. And so I thought I everybody misses Death Ray whenever he doesn't play. So yeah, I keep telling him we need to get him streaming, and he says no. So I don't know. I can't name everybody. I wish I could. Stage fright, whatever you want to blame it on. I can't think of everything because I'm on the spot.
He's in the hot seat.
I'm in the hot seat. That's right. So if I haven't mentioned you, please forgive me. What's another question?
All right. Where are we at here? 14.
And real quick, let us know if that actually tags you, Sark. You said which one?
14.
If you could go back to when you first started streaming and give yourself advice, any advice at all, what advice would you give to yourself?
Don't join multiple families. Stick to one or two. Don't try and spread yourself too thin. When you spread yourself too thin, you can't possibly meet all the achievements. Although I still belong to all the other families and everything. I mean, I make mistakes all the time. So, I mean, that's the advice I would give myself, not to try and bite off more than I can chew. Take it one step at a time and make sure that you keep the schedule. Set the schedule, keep the schedule.
Sarcon. All right.
I
So
wish I could see what he says.
he says I'm commenting on something FunToyMan said. He couldn't remember the numbers at the end of one of his friends' names. He was, he's always taking pop shots at Death Angel. So we'll
we had to test the new command.
Oh, I see.
So he was our unwilling victim, I guess.
All right. So you kind of alluded a little bit on this one as far as some goals and stuff, but what are your goals with streaming and being part of the Nameless family?
Is there anything higher than what I've already achieved? I mean, I'm Nameless Family Ascendant by name anyway. I try to achieve the goals of being an Ascendant. Um, I'm proud to be a Nameless Family member. I try to always make sure that I spend time with all my Nameless family and things like that. So I don't know. I feel like I'm at the top of the pinnacle, looking down and going, let me help you up here. I don't know. Um, I mean, there's some of you guys. It's like I'm a prince. Some of you guys are kings and queens, and I'm just a prince down here. Making sure that all the fledglings learn how to do it right.
Wait a minute. What am I? The gesture?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah,
We're on the same page then. Good.
Yes,
absolutely.
you're the fool.
We never let you believe anything else, Gorb.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that. All right. Number 16.
Stream schedule. Do you have one? If so, what is it?
Well, I recently changed my stream schedule. Um, I was streaming on Sundays and Tuesdays for a while, and then I just recently switched it back to Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Sundays I need off because my wife's new schedule gives her Sunday off, and that's the only day off we have together. So although we haven't really been taking days off, we once we get everything situated, we will be taking that day off together on a regular basis. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 7:30 Central Standard Time. And then every
Yeah.
now and then, I got a Monday night here. You know, we're fixing to do. What are we fixing to do? We're fixing to do for taking in donations and stuff.
Stack up.
Oh, stack
Yeah,
up.
stack
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yep.
So when we start that up, then I'll be throwing in an extra stream night every now and then on a regular basis to try and help build up some revenue for the stack up program.
There you go. And what he's meaning, chat. So if some of you haven't heard yet, the Nameless Family Ascended Stream Team, we're doing a fundraiser later this month for an organization called Stack Up. It's a wonderful organization. It helps current members in the military plus vets. Gets them through some of their
PTSD.
yeah, it's like some of their issues that are caused, from being in wartime and other stuff like that. So it's a real good organization, and it's something for us in the Nameless Family Ascended team. It kind of hit home. So it was no when we were talking about it, it was kind of a no brainer on this one. So and if I remember right, we're doing that the 24th through the 7th. Is that our dates?
Was that in April or May?
April.
April.
So in 2 weeks we're starting. He's like, oh no, I forgot.
It's on one of my calendars, I promise.
Yeah, I've actually got to look at the calendar myself. Yeah, the 24th, April the 24th through the 7th. So you'll see all of us from the stream team. We'll all be running our panels and everything else for it. So definitely be on the lookout for it. All right. So social media links. What social medias you got other than Twitch?
Twitter. I meant to send those over earlier. I've got Twitter. I've got a Facebook. I haven't really done anything with my other panels yet. I need to. I need to do the other links, and I just haven't gotten around to doing anything with them. So, but Twitter, I use Twitter a lot. So because I know a lot of people, they pay attention to Twitter, and it's easy to share to other platforms and stuff like that. I've got a TikTok. I haven't really had time. I keep saying that once I get caught up in my business life and get my business back to where it was. We've spent the last 3 months moving my business. So I keep saying that once I get my business moved and situated and running smoothly, then I'll spend some time in TikTok, and because there's a couple of apps and stuff like that that you can take your stream clips and clip them into TikTok pretty easy. So that's my plan to do that.
Well, when you figure that out, let me know because I'm still trying to figure that out.
Sure thing. We'll just add that to my tech list.
There we go. And then you can build Deadite. She'll pay the bill on it. So.
Oh, okay. I like that idea. I didn't realize Deadite was handing out paychecks. I thought Sarkov handed out all the paychecks.
He gets paid in sugar-free Twizzlers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But so FunToyMan, thank you for being here. We
You
know, everybody that comes on here, they're like, "Oh, I'm so anxious. I really don't want to do this. My nerves are at an all-time high." We're like, "It'll be all right. We'll get through this. It's fun."
Yeah.
But like we said, make sure you get on his Twitch link, get over there, hit that follow button, leave that notification on, get on his Twitter. That way you can see when he's live. I'm sure he posts out on it. You'll know when he's there, on Twitch. And go over and spend some time with him. Have fun with him. And I'll tell you right now, if you're not laughing while you're over there, well, blame Sarkov. That's the only thing I can say.
I did just notice that Everclear was asking about what cool toy do I have. And I would probably say I do have one really cool toy. Real quick, let me show you. So I don't know if you guys know what this is.
Oh my God!
This is an original GoBot. Okay, and this is before Transformers.
Oh my God, my childhood.
And let me see if I can
Wow.
remember how this goes. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm trying to put it back together for you because that's basically how that works. Let's see here. It becomes a gun, is what it is.
I have not seen a GoBot
Oh
in
man,
years.
I know.
So here's this one. There you go. And then it becomes a
Wow.
gun. Oh, there's the trigger. So there's the gun. Everclear. That's kind of a cool toy, you know. And then so I don't know if that answers your question. That's just one of the cool toys I have. I've got an Optimus Prime over there. He takes a little bit more. I had to actually go watch a YouTube video to figure out how to transform him from a robot to a truck. So,
That,
but
that does. I have to agree with what Jedi said. That brings back some memories. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. So I saw a question down there. I wanted to get that answered before we took off.
Yeah. Well, and
Oh
now
no,
we're
we
at the
got a
part.
couple.
Yeah. Now we're at the part where, Chat's going to be asking you questions now, so you never know what's going to happen now. And so our first one come in. It says, Jerry, what has been your biggest challenge for you streaming?
Oh, my biggest challenge is the technical difficulties and not getting frustrated when they occur. So that's going to be my biggest challenge. Because it seems like, if not every week, every other week, we're facing some kind of technical difficulty. So whether it's a glitch in the game, an update, um, I don't know what else has happened. I've accidentally unplugged my sound system and couldn't figure it out because it was unplugged. Um, just just all kinds of little things.
All right. And another one is, out of all of your collection of toys, which is your favorite and why?
uh, let's see. Out of all my toys, which is my favorite? Hmm. It's not one toy. It's actually this shelf right here. This shelf of toys right here. These are all movie toppers. When you go to the Malco theaters, they have the cups and the toppers that go on the cups.
Mm-hmm.
And those two shelves there are full of movie toppers, and those are probably my favorite. They're not the most valuable I have because the GoBot's worth more. I have a Hot Wheel at my shop that's sitting on my display case that's worth about $600 or $700. You know, I probably have some that are even worth more than that in boxes that I don't even know of right now because I don't have all my Hot Wheels out. But the Hot Wheels are probably some of my favorite. Also, the 1/24 scale down there, those are kind of cool. That's the snake and the mongoose. But the movie toppers, those are definitely my favorite. That's what I actually started collecting it when. I always tell people I don't collect anything, or I used to, until I got a stream room. When I got a stream room, I was like, I could collect some stuff. I've dealt in toys for years, so dealing and collecting are two totally different things. I don't collect Hot Wheels. I deal in Hot Wheels. So, and I used to tell my first wife that, when you deal, a dealer has empty spots on his wall. A collector never has an empty spot. They never sell their last car.
We just never have enough room.
We just That's so true.
Now, would you have ever thought when you were younger playing with Hot Wheels that the older you get, the more Hot Wheels you had now versus what you had when you were a kid?
No, no, I would have never ever gathered that because I had a little boy that stole my box of Hot Wheels when I was I want to say I was probably 9 or 10. I had a box of Hot Wheels we used to play in the sand with the Star Wars toys, and my box of Hot Wheels came up missing one time, and I never saw the friend again either. So, but no, I would have never guessed ever that would be the case. For
All
sure.
right. We got another question. It says, Buzz or Woody?
Buzz or Woody? I don't know. That's a tough one. I Man, that's a tough question, Drac. I just I guess I'm a Woody kind of guy. I couldn't help it.
See what I mean, Chad? If you're not laughing when you go to his channel, there's something wrong.
At least that's what my wife tells me, Drax. She says I'm a Woody kind of guy, but I'm also a Buzz kind of guy too.
Not by the haircut, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
They're little balls. You know, they got batteries. Every man should have one in his household, that's for sure, if he's a happily married man. Those are the real toys.
So another question is, any pets? How many? And what are their names?
We try not to name the pet. Oh, wow, my wife's watching the stream.
Whoops.
She just poked her head in. I'm in trouble. I don't have any pets anymore. My, my favorite pet was my dog. I had a dog and a bird, and when I was dating my wife, and people always want to say that they love you or you love them, and so I'm a firm believer in tears of love. You know, I know it might not seem like it all the time, but I am a believer, and I believe that you should always love God first and love Him foremost. And then you have to love yourself, and then you can love your spouse, and then you love your children. And then if you have a dog, you might love your dog or a bird. And so I loved my bird, and I still love my bird. I have a green wing macaw that a friend of mine is currently housing. And then my Labrador passed away back about 8 or 9 years ago. And I've never loved another dog since, and I never will. So I am a dog man, not a cat man. I've had cats, I've had dogs, horses, birds, all kinds of different animals. But Lilo was my baby. She has a special piece of my heart that I can't get back, and I won't let any other dog have a piece of my heart.
Understandable there.
I don't know if that
All
answers the
right.
question or not, but
Yep. All right. So we got another one that says, "What is your most expensive toy not including your computer?"
um, it's gonna be a Hot Wheel. The Hot Wheel's gonna be my most expensive toy. I know the one I've got sitting on the counter is worth around 600, but I've got other Hot Wheels that I've got sitting in boxes, and they're usually what I have that's most valuable. I have a lot of Hot Wheels.
Well, I mean, if you talk to any Hot Wheels collector dealer, ever like you said, they have thousands upon thousands of Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot
It's
Wheels are number
just
3 on the top 10 collectibles in the world.
yeah. I
So
can I can remember what was it a few years back. It's probably about 4 or 5 years ago. They came out with a series, and like up here where I live at, every store that had them, there was a line out the door waiting for the people to put them on the rack. And I've never seen a bunch of grown men fight over a toy in all my life.
yeah,
I
I,
thought it was Black Friday.
yeah. I've got some horror stories for you for Hot Wheels stories.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Batman or Iron Man?
Uh, that's a tough one because they're two different worlds. So can't I just have both? I mean, Batman has to have a Robin, and I got Death Ray. I guess I could be Batman because he's Robin. But I love Iron Man too. I mean, he's on the wall, So I don't. I've got Batman over here and Robin over there. I mean, Iron Man over there.
There you go.
So I will show you this since you guys can see it in the picture. Check this out.
It actually lights up. Cool.
And it makes the noise too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then that Thor hammer up there, you turn it on and it makes a lightning sound. So the sound of lightning.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
X-ray vision. That's what every man wants. No, I don't know. Let me see. Um, what would I want for a superpower? Hmm. I guess um, the ability to fly. Who doesn't want to fly? That would have to be my superpower. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Gotcha. All right. If you could live in a game for 1 week, what game, why, and what would you do?
Not 7 days to die. If I could live in a game for 1 week. Oh, let's see. What game would it be? Not anything I could die in. So I don't know. Monopoly, so that I could gather up a lot of money. Yeah, be rich and a millionaire when it was all done and own Park Place. Uh, I don't know. I never thought about living in a game. I like to. I don't know. I guess driving race cars wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
What's funny, Deadeye?
Natural. I could see FunToyMan running from Sark in real 7 Days to Die.
Right? Yeah. Looking for my motorcycle and him taking it away,
Mm-hmm.
spawning a bear on me.
Oh. All right. What do we got? Um, if you could be one of your toys, which one would it be and why?
If I could be a toy
I'm gonna
without
have
my
to start
wife
you
getting mad at me
first.
again, I don't want my wife to be mad at me, so I'll choose a real toy. Um, let's see. I guess I'd want to be Optimus Prime. I think it'd be cool to transform into a truck and still be a badass at the same time.
I could see you more of a bumblebee.
Oh.
Bumblebee
I
was
mean,
cool.
yeah, he was, and he
Yeah, but
was
he
kind
couldn't
of a
talk.
jokester.
Well, actually, I guess you're right. I could see me being a bumblebee because I got a bumblebee here, and this is the newer bumblebee. So I guess I could be a bumblebee because it'd be kind of cool, every time you ask me a question, I just answer with a song.
So, so
Yeah.
would that make his wife Optimus because she's in charge?
Oh, well, we don't have that kind of relationship. Neither one of us are really in charge.
I had to.
Okay, we're gonna move on before he really gets in trouble here.
Hey, I got a really comfortable couch. I love you, baby. You know I'm joking. She's definitely the boss. She's my queen. And
Who
I'm not
says
saying
that
that just
now?
because. No, you can ask anybody that knows me. She's definitely my queen.
Well, there you go. And somebody says toy hoarder.
Yeah, Psycho. That's Psycho. Yeah. Yes, I'm not really a toy hoarder. Most of them have price tags attached to them.
But will you part ways with them?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
easy. Yeah.
Oh, you two are killing me. All right. What would be your dream vacation?
I just said
uh Disney World and Orlando Studios. So actually, or
Two good
Legoland.
places.
I like them all. I've been to Disney World, but I would love to go back and actually enjoy the vacation. The first time I went, it was there was just so many other things going on, and it was a stressful situation trying to make sure children had fun and everybody enjoyed their life while they were there. Trying to
Yeah.
squeeze 9 days into Disney World is tough.
Oh yeah.
Gee. 9 days.
So yeah,
Yeah.
most people try to squeeze it in 3 and don't even get half the experience. What is your favorite food?
Chicken. I'm a chicken man. I don't eat a lot of steak, but I love my chicken. So as long as it's cooked right.
Oh, so you go to KFC all the time?
I do go to KFC a lot. I'm not as much as I need to, but uh,
All right. What is your very first video game you remember playing?
hold on, I was responding to somebody.
Yeah, nope,
Um,
you're good.
the first video game I remember playing would be Pong. So and
Oh,
then
gotta
and then
love
my
it.
my very first favorite game
With the
was
paddles.
Tanks. Tanks. I did like the
Yep.
paddles, but Tanks was my first favorite game. And then when Pac-Man came out, of course, Pac-Man became my favorite.
I mean,
But
who didn't love Pac-Man? I mean, come on.
I
I mean,
still
yeah,
like Pac-Man.
well, now wait a minute, wait a minute. Was it the very first Pac-Man that came out or Super Pac-Man?
oh, it's the first Pac-Man. But I mean, I
Okay.
loved I loved Super Pac-Man when it came out too. But I also had a Tandy, and there was this one this one game that we played on the Tandy when I was a teenager that allowed us to let's see, it was a word. Everything was in words. You didn't see any pictures or anything, and I can't remember. It was kind of like Elder Rings or something like that would be today, only in a word version. If it was all being described and you had to type out everything, it was
Mhm.
kind of cool game.
Now, was that on a floppy or a
It
three and
was
a half?
it wasn't on a floppy or a 3.5.
Oh,
It was on a cassette tape, and you had a cassette tape, and then your computer. It
oh,
was your keyboard. It was a Tandy K1000.
yeah.
Sarkon's gonna be like, "Oh, I used to have one of those. In fact, I wrote the first programs for that." No,
Yeah, I remember that one quite well. All right, what is your favorite adult beverage?
my favorite adult beverage is a Smirnoff. I'm a lightweight. I don't drink real beer because I get drunk. For my 40th birthday, the guys took me out to my birthday, and they bought me a margarita. And I drank about an inch of the margarita, and I was literally drunk for almost 2 days.
Oh wow.
So I don't drink beer. Very seldom. If I might have a sip or two. But Smirnoffs, there's usually at least two or three in the refrigerator. A 6 pack lasts me forever. I'll drink one on a stressful day, and that's about it. When we used to go to the club, I'd drink 2 Smirnoffs. I'm a lightweight. I can be in and out of the club, dance, and have a great time for $20 or less, and usually buy my wife's drink at the same time.
Well, there you go.
We just don't go to the club anymore, but But yeah, I like the Smirnoff Ice. That's my favorite.
Those were good. I'll have to
Yeah.
agree with you. All right. Says Toy Man, where are you from?
Hmm. Gee. Technically, I'm from California. We try not to tell people.
Yeah.
I'm from Los Angeles. So I was born in not too far off the beach in a little area called in a hospital called Loma Linda. So in L.A. County. I grew up in California till I was about 12. Um, then I spent some time in some foster homes. Went back when I was 17 to try and hook up with my dad and see where he was in his life. And then that lasted about 3 months and couldn't get out of there fast enough. And I've never been back. You cannot pay me any
Stay away
amount of
from
money to go to
Cali.
California. No offense to the rest of y'all. I know
All
there's some
right.
Cali people here, but if you ever come to Arkansas, you'll love it so much you'll feel the same way. You'll never want to leave. It's gorgeous here and peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Growing up in the hood, being the only white boy in the neighborhood was not a pleasure for me, and it didn't help that I went to Kansas City and became the only white boy in the neighborhood there too. So But I got some really good friends, and I learned to break dance. You know, being the only white boy.
Well, there you go. See, Chad, he's got moves. Of course, they said somebody said check your DMs on that toy man.
Yeah, the
Check my
storms.
DMs.
All right. So, what is your
I can't.
favorite?
I can't check my DMs because if I leave the channel, I don't think I can check my DMs. Can I? If I check my DMs, then that take me out of this.
No,
I don't want. I don't want to
shouldn't.
know.
But you can check it afterwards.
Yeah, I'll check them afterwards. I
Yeah.
promise.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Strawberry.
Good choice.
I know, right? And it's I mean it's really good if you mix chocolate and vanilla with it too. It's a middle ground, but it's a nice flavor,
Yeah,
you know.
Chocolate and caramel on strawberry ice cream.
Mm-hmm. And you can even
God,
throw
that sounds good.
yeah, and you can even throw a brownie underneath it and throw a couple slices of banana in there.
I can't have that anymore. That's too much
I'm
sugar.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
All
All
right.
right.
Batman or Superman?
I thought we already had this question. It was Batman or Iron Man. So
Iron
Batman
Yeah,
or
Man.
Superman.
Yep.
Is it? Am I going to choose who I would want to be?
They just say Batman or Superman.
Batman or Superman?
I don't know if it's which one you like or which one you want to be. You answer it
Yeah.
however you want. Let's put it that way.
Well, Batman's got all those wonderful toys.
Yeah, he
but
does.
but Superman has X-ray vision and can fly. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I guess I would have to say Batman. Batman's a more realistic choice. You know, he's rich, he's got fun toys, and money can buy what you really like.
Oh,
Right,
that's not
Sarkov?
fair, Drac. That's not fair.
How about Green Lantern?
I love Green Lantern. I think that Ryan Reynolds played the best Green Lantern. I hear a lot of people say they don't like it, but me personally, I think he did a great job, and I think he played the best Green Lantern I've ever seen. That's just my opinion.
There you go.
But I think it'd be great to have a ring that could do all kinds of different things, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you could combine the last two games you streamed and combine them and you were the new character, what games would they be and how would you fare?
I'd probably be dead. The last two games I streamed, the last two games would be, let's see, we went from Atlas back to, so it was Atlas and 7 days. So, um, what character? What? Let me see. Let me read it again. If you combine the last two games you streamed and combine them and were the new main character, what games would they be, and how would you fare? So, if I'm the main character, I would have to build a better boat, and in Atlas, and make sure that I had good teammates because that's what got me involved in Atlas in the first place. Sarkoth and you guys all played on one boat, and you guys were like an amazing team, and you guys made me want to play Atlas because you guys were like cruising through a stream and it was, you know, moving from map to map, and when you guys came in, all these pirate ships were there and these other ships were there, and you guys took everybody out and came out on top. Made me want to play Atlas, and I thought my team would do just as good. We did not fare that well, just so you guys know. We were not that dominating team at all.
All right. So, what do we got here? It says, okay, Jerry, let's see how good of a collector you are. Do you have a Billy Blastoff toy?
No, I don't. But someplace I have some mask figurines. So, and I've got some, and I've got some. Let's see, what are those? Shira. I got some Shira, and who's Shira's brother?
Uh,
Skeletor. I got
He-Man.
yeah, He-Man. That's what I meant. And the Masters of the Universe.
He went mind blank on that one.
I've got some of those, but I don't have a Billy Blast Off toy. No.
All right. Do you have any micro machines?
Yes. Yeah, and any Hot Wheel collector has micro machines. They're made by Mattel. So I've got a handful of them, and they're in one of the boxes, and every now and then a Hot Wheels collector will come along and trade me something for one or two of
All right. What was the first toy you ever owned that you loved?
them. Darth Vader. So he was, and I don't know why. I love the fact that he had this little sword that slid out of his arm, and he was one of the first toys I ever owned that was really cool, and I loved his little black cape, and you know, and that noise he made.
Yep.
Sounded like when I snore. I am your father.
Yeah. Just don't say that in your sleep. Your wife would probably put you in a mental institution.
She's probably going to do that anyway because she doesn't normally watch the stream, but she said that she's going to watch tonight.
We're not trying to corrupt him. Trust me.
Oh, she knows you can't corrupt me. I'm already
He was already
corrupted.
done broke when we got here.
That's right.
All right. Do you enjoy skating with Santa every year?
Yes, I've been doing skating with Santa for. Let's see, we've been doing skating with Santa for 14 or 15 years. I can't remember which one it is. I've been dressing up as Santa Claus every Christmas for 28 years. And my whole family dresses up as Santa as Santa characters. My wife is Mrs. Claus. The daughters are usually elves or different Christmas outfits. The boys will dress up. I got 6 foot elves that wear tights. And if you think it's hard getting girls to wear tights, try getting grown men to wear tights and to sit on your lap and tell Santa what you want for Christmas. So we have a lot of fun with it though, as a family. So last year, because of COVID and everything, we opted out of the skating and we went around. We live in an area where there's like 5 cities. So we went to two of the cities, we went to the squares and sat down and we took pictures with kids and stuff like that and let them come up and talk to Santa Claus and sit with the family and different people. And some people like to take pictures with the elves. Some people like to take pictures with Santa Claus. Some people only want to see Mrs. Claus. So it just depends. But we have a lot of fun with it as a family.
Very nice. See,
Yeah.
that's something we didn't know about you.
Yeah.
All right. Spider-Man or Deadpool? I mean, really, Dracatio? Really?
They both wear red and
They
black.
do both wear red. I'm gonna say it's like this: Spider-Man Monday through Friday, Deadpool on the weekend.
I would have flipped it because I'm a big Deadpool fan, but yeah.
I love them both. I
I
think
mean,
Deadpool fits a lot of my personality, but I love the little quips and stuff that you get from Spider-Man too. And who wouldn't want to be able to shoot a web and be able to stick to the side of a wall and to a ceiling?
so why do I have a feeling that you would do that to your best friend?
Absolutely, I'd do that in a heartbeat. Trip them with a web, man. I mean, tell you, I'd have a lot of fun as Spider Man.
All right. Let's see. I have a question that was probably asked. What's your greatest achievement? And actually, that wasn't asked. That's a good
It
one.
wasn't. That would be my children. My children are my greatest achievement. So,
And how many
I
children do you have?
between my wife and I, we have 9 children and 7 coming up on 8 grandchildren. So, but she has 4 children that she had before we got together. I had one child. My first wife had one child, and he is a wonderful achievement. He actually works for Walmart. He's a tech level 4. And then I have 4 other children, 2 with my first wife, and then there's a whole nother story there that goes along with the fact that I had a
Hmm.
one night stand when I was 18, and that one night stand produced my daughter Jennifer, and I gave her up for adoption when I was 18, and we've got a wonderful relationship today. We found each other through Facebook, and then I have another son that he's just under her age. I think she's 30, 31, and he's 28 or 29. No, he's going to be, I don't know. Wow, I'm getting old. They're both in their 30s. So, but they all, I love all my children, and I feel like my children are are some of my greatest accomplishments. So they they all have their own personalities, and raising each one, including the last one that's still here. She is a wonderful child, also, and she's fixing to have a baby, and she has a lot of potential, and she'll start moving forward and seeing life a little bit different, also. So babies will do that to you. Children make you think different.
That they do. Even when you don't want to think different, they definitely do.
They definitely do. So I like to think that you know um, we have an opportunity to help our children to become the better versions of ourselves, and so I like to think that I my childhood was a lot different, and I'd like to think that my kids will never have to go through any of the stuff I went through, so they get the opportunity to be a better version of me. So it might take three or four of them to make that better version, but hey, when you got 9 kids, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. What is your favorite thing to do besides
Sarkov?
kill at Sarkov?
My favorite thing to do is play chess. I love to play chess, and I'm 7 days to die, of course, but I love to play chess. Chess is, in my personal opinion, helps you to think forward and um, be a better person. So I think everybody should play chess.
All right. Do you have any original Voltron toys?
Original Voltron toys. I'm trying to think if I have any original Voltron toys. I'm gonna probably say there's a possibility. I got some boxes of toys that I haven't gone through yet, that I've had since my first wife and I had our antique and collectible business, and I used to have some, so I probably do. In fact, I know I do. Now that you ask, I think I've got a couple of lions that they turn into the robots.
Yep. How about original Thundercat toys?
I do. In fact, I found just the other day. I was looking through a box, and who was the father with the gray hair? I found a
Um,
figure of him. So I do have an original Thundercat.
yeah, I know which
At
one you're
least
talking
one.
about.
Yeah.
Hellboy or the Hulk?
The Hulk. I'm a Hulk fan. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
No, we're not gonna do that. Keep calm. Breathe, breathe. We don't want to see you turning red. I mean, green.
Green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So,
Hulk's on the wall over there, and someplace you know how I got the two Iron Man gloves. I've got the Hulk gloves too, and as soon as I find them, they'll be down there by that Hulk poster. So
is it the ones you hit together
yeah,
and it makes the sound? Yep, yep.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. If you could go back in time, what era would you visit and why?
Oh, time travel. Probably the 20s or the 30s. I really like that. I think the 20s were a great time frame that a lot of people don't appreciate. So I like the 20s. The 20s was a good era. You know, you had the at the beginning of swing dance and things like that, and I love to dance, so that's a good era. And the way men treated women differently back then, and the way women appreciated being treated back then versus the way they do now. So
All right.
I like being a gentleman, and so that was a good time frame.
Well, there you go. Let's see. What's a game you didn't expect to enjoy but ending up liking it?
Minecraft. So when I first started playing Minecraft, I played it because my son was playing it. When he put it on my computer, my 28-year-old son, uh, Danny, he was at my shop one day, and his brother had given him a copy of Minecraft to play. And he goes, "Dad, this game's so cool! It's so awesome!" I was like, "Uh huh." He pulls it up, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "That's not a video game. That's blocks, son. That's 16-bit. You know, just what are you wasting your time on that for?" And he goes, "No, watch this. Cool." And he goes over and he mines some redstone, and he goes, "Watch, I can make a little room." And then he used the redstone to make the door open and close. And I was like, "Oh, hey, that's kind of cool." Next thing you know, I was playing Minecraft because I enjoyed making redstone do things. So it became fun. That's the game that surprised me. And without Minecraft, I wouldn't be in 7 Days to Die because
Well,
7
that's
Days to
true.
Die is a realistic version of Minecraft.
I always call it the adult version of Minecraft.
I like that. I like that. I'll start using that if you don't sue me for it.
I don't care. Go for it. Do you wear superhero underwear or briefs?
Superhero underwear. Superhero all the time.
Underoos.
Underoos? No.
Oh,
Superhero.
oh.
It's a brand. It's a brand.
Now here's another good
No, I
question.
wear briefs. Come on. I used to be. Now listen, I used to be a whitey tighty kind of guy. When I met my first wife, I was a whitey tighty kind of guy, and I had these OCD issues. I used to actually iron my whitey tighties, and they'd sit in a little pile. You iron them out, and they sit flat, so that when you go reach in the drawer every morning, you pull out a clean pair of tighty whities and put them on. I'm just not that guy anymore. So
Now, disclaimer for the wife. She asks this to everybody, including the women.
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
But now here's another interesting one. It said now he's talking about original Hulk or Smart Hulk.
well, the original Hulk.
Good answer.
Yeah, Smart Hulk. This I don't know. I didn't like the play on the Smart Hulk. So
Yeah, I think that I think I have to agree with you on that one because I think
it took away from the
the
comic book version.
right the Hulk is the Hulk. I mean, you can't really make a smart version of him, even though they tried. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I also think that it was a mistake when they didn't let him turn into the Hulk because in the Marvel movie when he had to go get in the Hulk buster to do any damage. That just
yeah.
that didn't make any sense because he's one of the most dangerous characters in the universe. So
Yeah.
in the Marvel verse, I should say.
All right.
No other
Um,
questions?
no, we got one that said, Jerry, do you have any regrets about collecting?
No. No, I don't have any regrets.
Now, if you had to go back and do it all over again, would you collect?
Mm, no, no, because it's just they're fun, but it, it's it's too cool to be able to sell something, and I personally love it when I'm sitting there running through a box of stuff, and one of the family members goes, "Ooh, that looks like trash." I'm like, "Really? Yeah, look that up real quick." Here, let me show you. Let me show you what that's worth. And then when you show them what something's worth, I give an example. So in the move, we're going through some stuff, and my daughter finds this. She finds a Furby, and she's looking through, and she goes, and it's a little matted on one of the sides, and she goes, "Oh, see, that's trash. Should I just throw this away?" I said, "Wait, wait, 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 wait. But hold on a second. It's a Furby. Let me just show you." And I said, "We're just going to show basic Furbies. We're not even going to look up this particular one."
Yeah.
And we pulled up, and I showed her, and I was teaching her how to research items on eBay to see what a value is and how to look at the sold items, not what somebody thinks their product is worth, but what it actually sells for. And I
Right.
said, "This is just one Furby." And I went to the top and I said, "Oh, look, it only sold for $10,000." And she was like, "For a Furby?"
She probably would. Okay, it's right here. Let's
Yeah,
just get a picture of it. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
that's what she was like. She was like, "You have so much money wrapped up in all these boxes of crap." She goes, "You need to sell this crap." And I'm like, "Well, we're going to teach you how to do that." So
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then it's true. We never think. Even when you start. I mean, a lot of us could probably say, we've collected baseball cards to Hot Wheels to, you know, you know, you name it. The stuff that we've probably just kept on and didn't think, well, maybe I am a collector. And a lot of times people don't know what they have until somebody says, hey, I'll buy that off of you. I'll give you $100 for it. You're like, well, sure. Hey, $100 I didn't have, and then you look at it and you're like, son of a, I could have
Yeah.
sold that for 2,500, and I sold it for 100. And you're like, you know, it's like, oh,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a wild trip learning about antiques and collectibles. I
yeah,
started by accident back in '96 when my first wife and I we bought an estate sale, and the things that were in the estate sale, it just was like I was selling them for 50 cents and a dollar here, and I was at a flea market, and this guy walks up and he goes, what would you say if I offered to buy everything? I said, okay, well, make me an offer. And he made me this ridiculous offer. I was like, sold. He goes, okay, well, I'll take everything. Do you have more? I was like, yeah, I got like 3 more rooms at this estate sale I got to clean out. He goes, can I come down? It's like, yeah. You want to drive 100 miles down south to come and take a look at what I got? Absolutely. And then I just, it became a thing where, he tried to rip me off, and I started paying attention. So that's how I got into antiques and collectibles. Seems like every time somebody's tried to rip me off, I've gotten into a new perspective. That's how I got into Hot Wheels. This guy showed up at my shop, and he I made him a deal, and he bought some Hot Wheels from me, and I found out a couple months later that they were worth a lot more than what he paid for them, and I said, well, I guess I'm getting in the Hot Wheel business now, and I'm gonna make sure that he regrets the fact that he ripped me off. So,
yeah.
and I did. Anyway,
All right, let's see. Is there something out there that you really want to add to your collection, but you haven't found? You haven't found it, or you can't get it.
mm, no, I've never really thought about that. I mean, I like all the Marvel toppers, and I guess from the first Iron Man movie, some of those originals are kind of hard to get, but they're not totally hard to get. I can't bring myself to pay the price for them. Because I being in the collectible business, I know that all I have to do is bide my time, and at some point the things I want will fall into my hands. And so there's one Hot Wheel that is the most valuable Hot Wheel, which most people don't even realize that there's a Hot Wheel that's worth over $128,000, and it's the Beach Bomb. And I guess if I was going to want to get one, that would be one car I would love to have. There's only one in the package. Mattel now owns it. It was put up for auction back in 2008. It sold at auction on eBay for, I think it was $35,000. Those people turned around and sold it to Mattel for $75,000, and now it's worth 138,000, something like that. So it'd be a cool one to have. I've had the beach bomb where the surfboards are on the side, but I've never had one where the surfboards were in the back. So
And it's just hard to believe that something that small.
right.
We abused them when we were a kid, and now we see them, and everybody's going, "Oh, I'll give you this amount for it." Then somebody else is out there going, "No, no, 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 wait a minute, I'll give you
Yeah.
this," and it's like, what? It's a Hot Wheel,
Yeah, I had a
but
guy. I
oh
had a
my
guy one
god,
time tell me that back when it was worth 65,000 or something like that. I had a guy tell me he would give me 75,000 for it at the time, knowing he could never have it in the package. He was like, "If you come up with one, I'll buy it for 75,000." I was like, "All right, I'll keep that in mind."
and it's just it's just mind blowing that that it's something that small. And I've watched people, I've watched different shows, and I've even talked to different people that collect them, and they'll tell you flat out, they're like, they'll punch somebody to get the what they want, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, fine, all right. I'll just know not to have anything or try to go against you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. If you could go back, let's see, if you could meet your younger self, what would you change? Anything in your present life?
Absolutely. I would tell myself to learn who I am at an early age. Get to know me first and love who I am first. Because if I could do that at a younger age, I'd be a better version of myself by the time I got to this point. So the younger me was caught up in trying to be somebody I wasn't. So, and I think a lot of people end up trying to do that. They try to be somebody that they're not for somebody else. And by the time they learn who they really are, they can't be honest with themselves, let alone honest with the people in their lives.
And there was actually a second part to that, I think you answered it quite well. It said, or anything you could change from your past.
There's a there's a lot of things I would change. A part of me, I mean, my sister was killed at a young age, and when you think that you could go back in time and change that, you would for the prospect of the loved one being here still. But I would say that it's a torn situation. When you get to know who you really are and know yourself and love yourself, you have to appreciate that everything that makes you who you are today is a result of everything you've ever been through. So all the torment and torture and the bad times in your life make you who you are today. And I couldn't be who I am today without going through all the hell in my younger days. So I don't know. Um, in reality, I would say no. There's nothing I would change about where I was and where I'm at. I love where I'm at today. I love my wife. I love my family, and I love the relationship I have with God and who I am. So
And a lot of times, people always say, "Yeah, I wish I could go back in time and change this or change that." But really, when you really think about it, would you? If you had the opportunity, would you?
there's a domino
And
effect that would come with that, no matter how you do
yeah,
it. We if you watch any of the time shows, things like that. What's the one Loki? Loki. I love the show Loki because they show how the different timelines stream off from the original timeline and stuff like that. And that's exactly it. What would you really be changing if you went back in time and changed something? How would it truly affect you? What is the domino effect that would cause the line to go down the road, the next road? Would you really be happier? Do you think that if you got yourself to buy a winning lottery ticket and won all those millions of dollars, would it make you a different person? It could, but would it be in a positive way? Maybe not.
yeah,
Only God knows. So
yep. Let's see. I'll make sure we didn't miss anything else before the next one. Doesn't look like. Said, who determines the value though?
So it used to be that a group of publishers would sit down and discuss the values through the areas. So, like price guides were developed based off of price values in three different sections of the country. As far as Hot Wheels go, I'm going to assume this is what we're talking about is Hot Wheels. Today, the way you determine a value is like, for instance, most people who deal in any collectible will usually use eBay as a source because it's a worldwide source. And then if you want the true value of a product, you want to look at what it sells for between November 1st and January 1st. That product time is when most people purchase product to give away as gifts, and that's when the true value of an item is determined, I would say. And if you look at the sold items, look at the top three, top five, you can get a pretty good idea and estimate of what something's actually valued at. Because it doesn't matter what somebody thinks their value is; it's determined by what it actually sells for. So
Not bad. He had to disappear for a moment.
yeah, Corb had to
So
run out the
meet chair.
well, the chair stopped asking questions. Psycho, I don't know if that answers your question or not, but I hope so.
I'm Looking to
My
see
wife
if
was
there's
poking her head in the
anything
door. Did you want to come say hi to the world, honey? No? Okay. Deadeye's like, come here. Let us see you. Okay.
else. Any more questions, guys? There's got to be something out there. Oh no, he's back. Run.
Yeah, I heard everything. All right.
You gotta love those wireless headphones.
Oh, well, sometimes they're a blessing, sometimes they're a curse, but you know, hey.
Cherbulous. Cherbulous. Oh my god.
Really? Bless you.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
Who said that?
Ah, my husband.
You know what? I like it. I think I'll get that. I'll get it embroidered right there.
Cherbulous.
Cherbulous. DM that to me. That's gotta be a thing.
Check for his Hot Wheels collection. Yeah, yeah. I wish I had a Hot Wheels collection.
There's 2 new ones.
All right. So, do we have any other questions for our special guest tonight?
There's 2 new ones in there, but I also have something you might appreciate.
Uh,
I
that is
have
definitely an old one.
I have 2 boxes of comic books that when we were doing the move, the kids found the comic books and they're like, they're like, wow. I was like, yeah. Ray, and I were actually researching some of the comic books because I just bought them at a estate sale or
Okay, same now.
yard sale or something. So, but to answer Real Ice's question, also, I do have marbles, I do have coins, and I do have trading cards.
What kind of
So
trading cards?
all kinds of trading cards. I have football cards, baseball cards. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh. I've got let's see, there are some, I think there's even some Masters of the Universe cards in there. I have roughly give or take. Okay, this is just a generalization because I used to stack them in 10,000 count boxes. And so I have roughly 110 to 120,000 ball cards or collector cards, give or take. So
See, I can get him to wave.
It's like she waves, he waves. It's like spontaneous. And thank you for that raid. Welcome on in, Raiders.
And that was
So
your
the
Ray
other,
hype dance.
there you go. So one of the questions, I don't know if you asked this one or not, but it said, out of your collection, which is the toy you purchased and it turned out not what you expected?
a toy I purchased that turned out not what I expected. Oh, I bought. Now, are you saying not what I expected in a good way, or not what I expected in a bad way? That would be the real question.
Uh,
Elvis, Love Shack, Elvis, all the way.
yeah. Bad company. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Yeah,
Psycho saying both. So I
both.
guess he's
Um, let's see. In a bad way, I bought a Hot Wheel one time that I thought was worth more, and I ended up spending more money than it was worth, and could not resell it for the value that I had into it. So I took a loss on it. In retrospect, I did the same thing with the Hot Wheel that I was very proud of the fact. I was at a flea market in New Mexico, and I was walking up and down an aisle, and there was a guy that had a box of Hot Wheels sitting down on the floor. You know, that was a turning point. I probably should take that one out of the case and bring it home. So it's a little orange Volkswagen Bug from 1969. So it's a 1968. It's a 1969 Hot Wheels. So Hot Wheels, they copyright the car the year before they put them on the shelf. So it's a 1969 Volkswagen Bug, and it's orange, and it never came in an actual cardboard package. It only came in a little plastic bag, and it was I bought it for a quarter, and it's worth like $375. So I bought the guy's whole box, just so you know. I asked him how much his Hot Wheels were. He said they're 25 cents a piece. I said, how much for the whole box? He said $5. I took the whole box.
There you go.
I already knew the car was worth more than $5, and there were 2 or 3 different cars in there that were worth money, so I went ahead and bought them. But that's probably one of my favorite purchases that turned out to be valued at a pretty good rate.
All right. Let's see. One's asking, said, FunToyMan, is there a Discord available to join? I'm assuming that's you have your link on your Twitch page.
I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do, but
Permission to post it?
yeah, go for it. I didn't know if I'd already.
There you go.
I went and copied the link while
Thanks, since I neglected to give you any links earlier.
All right. Let's see. Another one says, still need to talk to you. Still need you to talk to me about WWF wrestling figures when you have the time, since we are on Toy Talk.
Who said that?
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make note of that so that I don't forget. WWF toys. I know we talked about it.
I'm surprised they would be able to sell anything that's got WWF on it because of all the lawsuits that came out, which made them switch to WWE.
Which is why he wants to talk about the ones that say WWF.
Oh, got you. Okay.
that still chaps my behind.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it was. I don't know. For years, I mean, I think you could even agree with this. I mean, for years it was, the World Wrestling Federation, and then, the organization come out, didn't like it because they had the same abbreviation as them, and yeah.
Yep.
So.
Well, I think I still have a Rowdy Piper, and I got a Hulk Hogan, and I think I got a Junkyard Dog,
Oh
all
wow.
figures. Yeah.
Now, when you say the Hulk Hogan figure, is that back in his days of
His
the
glory
red,
days.
the yellow and
Yeah.
red? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Rowdy Piper, and yes, Eric, I absolutely love rubbing your beard, Bubba.
When he has one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen his face, so hey, he's one of those shy guys we were talking about at the beginning of the stream.
But I'll see.
It's
They were
taken me
marketed
50.
at the
It's
time.
taken me 50 years to get this. Okay, and this is about the best I can do. I can't be like you, Corbliss. So just this is it, man. This is all I can get.
Well, I mean, my problem is that it stopped growing up here and went to here.
I understand.
I don't understand. I wish it would go back up here.
Well,
But
You just
I
buzz
don't have
it
a whole
and
lot of
glue
room
it
to
up
talk
there.
up here.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't have
I'm
a
not.
whole lot of
I
room to
won't show
talk.
you. Yeah, I won't show you the top of mine. No. No.
I don't need to go blind.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So, do we have any other questions for our special guest? And FunToyMan, definitely thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully, you've
Absolutely.
enjoyed this.
I
We've
have.
learned a lot of good stuff about you.
I didn't say it was good.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, it was all good. So,
Sucker.
wow. Roadrunner says he has 36 figures, the ring, and storage box. Wow,
Wow. That's awesome.
that is impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Roadrunner, honestly, so if you want to know what your values are, I was just telling people how to check the values. You can go on eBay, and what you do is you type in the description the name of the particular one. If and the figures actually have a date on the leg. If you get down, I think it's on the inside of the leg. You can look there, and you'll see a date. So you want to put the date in the description when you're doing the search for the item. Look for one like you're looking for one to buy, And then on the left panel, you want to go down and you want to look at sold and completed. And up at the top, there's a filter drops down that shows you what the highest value is. You want to take the top 5 values, and whatever the top 5 values of a single item, that's how you get the true value of one figure. That's the easiest way to figure out what your item is worth, no matter what it is. If it's not on eBay, it's not on eBay for 2 reasons. One, it's not worth it. You can go to the dollar store and pick it up. 2, it's so valuable that there's not enough of them to go around. So those are the only 2 reasons you won't find something on eBay. So eBay is a good price value for you.
Now, would another reason why it wouldn't be on eBay, would it be for legality reasons?
Well, actually, not likely, because it's very rare that you can find something that has a legality issue that can't be sold on eBay. The things like software, for instance, you can still find software on eBay, but it has to be attached to a hardware piece. So like you can go and buy an operating system for Windows, but they have to sell it with like a CD-ROM or a piece of product from a computer, and so on and so forth, in order to legally sell it without having copyright infringement from Microsoft. But you can find your items on eBay no matter what it is. It'll still be there. I was actually surprised. I was looking for a piece of art that we got into the shop the other day, because my wife has now got her business is she's got an arts and crafts, a boutique, and so she's doing arts and crafts, and then she's also got her shop has got a section for antiques and collectibles, because I have a lot of product to get rid of. And so we put a little corner up there, and not just for me, but we're taking on a couple of consigners also. And I was looking up this piece of art, and so I was looking on eBay. Don't look up art on eBay, people. Okay, they got an adult section just like we do. So you can find a lot of stuff on eBay.
Wording is key.
Yeah, wording is definitely key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we used to tell people. I'm sure Sarkos, to warn people also. I mean, don't go. Don't. It used to be. I think they fixed it, but it used to be that children would find porn real easy because they'd go and they'd research WhiteHouse.com instead of WhiteHouse.gov. And WhiteHouse.com used to be a very famous porn site for a long time.
Yeah.
And it would catch a lot of people, so it become a big issue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of times you'll type something in and you look at it and go,
yeah, typos are terrible.
Whoops.
Yeah, when I worked for a internet service provider down in Fort Smith, Arkansas, one of the things we used to tell our parents whenever they'd sign up was, be careful, because your children can be in porn in 3 clicks. 3 clicks, you can be in porn without trying hard. So,
yeah,
we want parents to protect their children.
Yeah, especially in this day and time.
More importantly, in today's day and age, yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. All right. So if we don't have any other questions for our special guest, we're going to get to the game giveaway. And remember, hopefully everybody is still here. So when if your name is called out, make sure you do speak up in chat. You'll go to Mr. Sarkos Discord. You'll look in his claims channel. You'll let him know that you want it on the Nameless Family Quickcast, and they will get your game key out to you. Normally when he sends them out with everything else. So if you get over there and you put it in there and it takes a few days or whatever before he gets it to you, rest assured you'll get your game key. So, and also be thinking of who you want to send this love over to as well.
And again, it's name in the chat for me.
Yep, it's a person of your choosing. Like we told you, it could be inside NF, outside NF, does not matter. So at this time, it looks like we don't have any other questions. So if Hinch Kitty is ready to come out, we will do the game giveaway, and then we'll send this love over to somebody.
Hinch Kitty is ready.
All right, let's bring Hinch Kitty out.
Boop. I have to scroll all the way back to the top. And
Lord, you'll have to read that one off to me. I'm too small.
Speedy Pig.
Speedy Pig, are you out there? Speak up for us.
All right.
All right. He spoke up right there. All right. So Speedy Pig, you'll go over to Mr. Sarkos Discord. I believe you know how it runs. Go over there to his Discord. And if somebody could post up the game link for him, it's from set 4 and below. So you'll go through there, you'll look at that. Thank you, Dragonfly. Remember, set 4 below. Go over to his Discord in his claims channel. Let him know that you want it on the Nameless Family Quickcast. So congratulations to you. And again, FunToyMan, thank you for being here.
It was my pleasure.
We've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughter with you. And again, ladies and gents, like I tell you, if you've not been to his channel and you think he's just doing this tonight because he's in the hot seat, no, this is the way he is when he's streaming every night. He is very entertaining to watch. I go over there any chance that I can catch him over there. I get over there and try to scare him and other stuff, which sometimes
Kill me.
Well, a lot of times it don't work, but yeah, I try, But definitely, so make sure you get over there, you hit the follow button, leave the notification on. Definitely catch that beautiful soul while he's live, like I say in my channel all the time. I guarantee you're gonna have a good time over there. And if you don't, well, I guess just blame Deadeye. We'll pin it on her this time. But again, who do we have next, sis?
We do not have anybody who's next. If there is anybody out there that is in Nameless Family that would like to be on the cast, I do not do headhunting. This is a volunteer basis only. If you would like to be on the cast, please DM myself or Corbulus. You're more likely to get a very, very, very quick response if you come after me, though. He's got a job.
Yeah. Plus, he sleeps a lot.
Sleep.
Well, I don't know. So, a lot of people have been yelling at me for the last couple of days, but yeah. But anyways, but yes, we will be back on here again in 2 weeks on the 25th. Make sure you're here. We'll have some kind of a special guest, or we'll have something interesting for you. We'll have to figure some stuff out, but we'll definitely see if we can't get a hold of somebody. But again, we want to thank you all for being here, and again, Mr. FunToyMan, thank you for being here. Thank you for enlightening us with some stuff. So for myself, for Mr. FunToyMan and Miss Deadite Girl, we thank you all for being here. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Peace.